And welcome back. We need to get to Blight Town, and we need to get there fast, because that was just... Wow. My trick failed. Because, oh gosh, I'm so annoyed about this. Oh well, now I don't have to worry about being invaded at least. That is one giant benefit to look at in this game. If you ever, if you have a problem like dying a lot, or, you know, really bad at platforming, don't worry about going through the area with somebody, because Blight Town... there's certain aspects of it that can be difficult, but for the most part, you can actually like run through it. That's the other huge thing. Oh, I have to go the wrong way again just to get back my humanity and such. Tempted just to leave it, but it's 21 and I don't feel like reforming that back up. But here I'm just going to show that as scary as Blight Town is made to be, you can, in essence, speedrun it. If you're ever trying to speedrun this game, by the way, save your roll to counter taking damage. Fastest, easiest way. But there we go. Now we're in a safe position again. No big worries. And because I have no humanity, there are a bunch of... Oh, shoot. Why is there 3 down here? There's not supposed to be 3. I'm going to perish. I'm going to perish. No! Oh god, I need to get some backstabs off here. Oh, Crimson Nemo, get off! Alright, there's 2 down. Alright. I'm thinking what happened is that one of these guys followed me down. There's still another one? Maybe not. I think one of those guys tried following me down when I made that Iaito jump, and he ended up landing on this platform and surviving, but there's only supposed to be 2 there. Alright, let's try this again without the fail. And for the record, this is not worth getting. Like, this trap here is the most obnoxious Dark Souls trap ever. Because here you can see there's nothing here. Oh, that's why this whole area is down here. Okay. Alright, never mind. It's not the most obnoxious trap. It's a good trap. I like it. I just changed my mind. I will try to show off what I just thought of and discovered. But here we got some mini dogs, and these dogs can actually breathe fire at you, which makes me fearful of them. Wow, what a terrible area to be. This blows. Alright, there's a much easier to get to where I am now, and I'm pretty sure this is not worth it. If I'm correct, this is a humanity over here. Now, do I have to walk? No, but just to show off, you know, what's the simplest way to get this? And then there, be careful that those pots can actually try to push you off the ledge. It's a cute little trick again. Like, trick, trap. Something I don't ever really appreciate. Oh, so I was going to tell a story. I was playing League of Legends earlier tonight with a bunch of my friends, and I got completely carried hard. I'm not a bad player, but I'm more of a strategist than I am the actual gamer. I'm really good at figuring out how and why in programming, and less so good at actually performing what I need to perform at the time that I need to perform it. So here we have a bonfire of Blight Town. This is the upper bonfire. There's 2 in Blight Town. So we are going to rest here, so in case I die again, it'll be less embarrassing. But, alright, so we're doing things the backwards proper way. Okay. Alright, I need to backtrack in a second, but I want to aggro this dog over here first. He's having some mapping issues. And of course he jump attacks. Alright, then this guy, who's a little delightful. Gorgeous. He came from right over here. He's hiding behind these pots over here on the left. But rather than go that way, what we're actually going to do is we're going to turn around. Because I heard him coming from a while away. But like I said in the Undead Asylum, torches are meant to guide you. So every time you see a torch, maybe take a look at it real quick, see what's going on with it. Because here you can see there's one at the bottom of the ladder and one at the top of the ladder. Now, where that guy just came from, the one that's just snuck up on us, he's standing up here guarding, and he has a pretty high aggro radius to find you down there. This guy is alive, in fact, and he won't attack you. What just died? I have no idea what just died. Two things just died and gave you lots of souls, and I have no inkling. Alright, whatever. Probably some of those guys. Alright, so we're going to come over here. Now, this can be kind of dangerous because you start aggroing guys up there as well as this guy. So what I like to do is I like to charge this guy as fast as possible so that you can start, you can either take him out, spat. Beautiful. And one last one. Alright, so that initial trap I was talking about, where I was just, I had that moment of realization. Nice. Climb through. Glitch. One down. And I'm not going to recharge in time. Two down. That trap I was talking about, so you see that item there? If you go to grab it, you can see the floor looks pretty bad. It's a collapsible floor. And that's going to drop you down to where those two dogs were. And I was like, oh, okay, I like this trap now. So that's the whole reason of that trap. Otherwise, you just fall down to your death, which I guess is a little bit unfair. But the reason we're climbing back up here again is not to fight any of those guys that I ran past earlier, but there's a secret back here, and somebody was actually nice enough to put the message for it. But if we come back here, we're going to get the Shadow Garb. The Shadow Garb is a different type of thief set. It's lighter, so it has a lot less defenses in a lot of areas, although it does have a higher poison and bleed resist. So you're losing physical armor, and I believe magic armor. But in return, you get to look like a flippin' ninja. I'm actually not a big fan of the Shadow set. It is lightweight, which does make it awesome. There you can see the pants are actually more physical resistant than they are anything else. It's a good looking set. I don't really hate on it too much. But, I mean, really, the mask is really what I wanted from it. So, yeah, we're going to take the mask from it, and that's about it. Now, again, your instinct would be to follow the torches. However, that's actually wrong this one time. Is that there's another hidden treasure, Soul of a Proud Knight, right next to the ladder. And although you can't climb on the ladder from the backside, you can now jump safely down and then re-climb up to get that armor suit if for any reason you miss it. And then if I'm not mistaken, yep, Treasure of Achia, Soul of a Proud Knight. It's a bunch of little just hidden ones. I think there is a way that you can jump down to here from somewhere. If that's not true, you might have to go that back way that I just showed. But then the easy way to get down is you just roll right off onto here. And if you don't recognize where we are, I just aggroed the dogs and the one guy from behind the pot over here. So we just came like full circle. And I aggroed them because otherwise when you try to jump across, they don't wait for you, but they kind of aggro you and they do try to attack you. Alright, so next area. This is not going to be fun, because as you can see to the upper right, we're being fired upon. So what we're going to do is we're going to outmaneuver one, kill number two, and then we have to worry about that archer. Now, we're in the archer's blind spot at the moment, so we don't have to worry about him just this second. There actually is another archer somewhere. What the heck is that thing? I'm not sure I want to know what that thing is. But here we come to a dead end. Now again, the torches are going to guide you. So here we can jump down. Or actually we can just walk around. Oh yeah, here we hit the dead end. So you know, if you hit your dead end and you don't know what to do about that thing. You know what? Honestly, they could have made that thing a lot more interesting if that thing would like fire or attack you where you're standing now. But yeah, so clearly if you see that thing, you just look up. And you're like, oh. Huh. Interesting. But you have a nice view of Blight Town from up here. Alright, so the normal way that we can go is going down this way, which is actually what we want to do. Sorry, I don't take ladders often. I tend to jump down lots. Try a plunging attack. Oh! That's cute. I think he might have died already, but just in case he hasn't. Alright, so there's actually two ways to go here. There's the more obvious way, which is where this guy is. So we're going to take the obvious way first. Alright, so lots of noises happening, but the big thing you got to know is keep your shield up here, because there's another blow dart guy, and these guys will toxic you. Toxic, which I didn't really explain. Toxic is this massive damage over time effect in this game, and it really eats away at you, and this area is about a lot of status effects. So there's poison, there is toxic. I don't think there's actually any bleed in this area now that I think about it. Maybe the dogs can cause you to bleed if they attack you. I'm not 100% sure about that. But it's one of the reasons that people hate this area is that you have to keep mosses with you at all times in order to balance out this area. If you want to equip any moss more than anything, or if you want to save yourself money, blooming purple moss, even though it removes poison, it reduces poison and toxic. You can actually save yourself a lot of money by just buying blooming and not buying purple moss clumps. But you get poisoned a lot more often than you get toxic, and these cost 1,000 apiece, whereas these only cost 500 apiece. And as you can see, these guys, as we kill them, they're dropping purple moss clumps to reduce poison, not toxic, although they look very similar. But if you only have room to equip one, like I have right here, if you're like, oh, I'm using all these very consistently, I don't want to give any up, equip the blooming, because it's going to remove anything, not just poison or not just toxic. It'll remove everything on you. Actually, I don't know if it removes bleed, but we don't have to worry about that. Alright, so down here there's no torches, so if you're not sure on where to go, again, this was the obvious way to go. Well, what's the less obvious way? Well, there's treasure over there, so you might think, maybe you can jump down somewhere over here. I've actually never tried jumping down. Wow. Alright, well, you can just break open these pots and find where to go. But there's a torch there. The safe way that you're supposed to get down when you come down here, there's a big torch here, and then there's a torch over here indicating where to go. And again, that thing I didn't want to deal with.